CNN has just released new footage of Floyd Mayweather leaving the country late last night after his home was raided by federal agents. Just yesterday, the two homes of Floyd Mayweather in Miami and Las Vegas were raided by Homeland Security agents due to the allegations against him over some fraudulent and scam deals he was involved in. And while his workers were present alongside some other friends and family members, the suspect himself, Floyd Mayweather Jr., was nowhere to be found. Federal agents have been on alert regarding his whereabouts ever since. In fact, this was what led them to his home in Miami. Sadly, he was nowhere to be found.
Not bad for a high school dropout.
According to a report from an anonymous witness, it was said that Floyd's house was raided to continue the investigation of the federal agents. As regards the fraudulent properties he had been boasting about, they were able to recover some fake documents and ownership certificates of some of his properties. The main issue with Floyd is the amount of crazy debt he owes. The witness confirmed that Floyd was owing a huge amount in taxes. He was owing a lot of car dealers all across the country, and he was owing several jewelry and fashion stores.
Now I'm here to talk to the people about one of my jewelers. And it's not one of my new jewelers, one of my low-key jewelers, Tony, at Pasha in Manhattan Beach, California. You guys need to come check him out. Now today, let me show you guys what I purchased from Tony. Tony, matter of fact, I don't need to tell him, you tell him.
Got a little rose gold sky dweller, chocolate dial, 40 karat pear shape, 1 carat each, tennis bracelet, only for the best of the champ.
Now when you guys come here...
Also, he had fraudulently signed several contracts and endorsement deals running into heavy millions without fulfilling his side of the deal. The witness said, Floyd owes a lot of money, and at this point the only way to recover the funds is to seize some of his properties to get hold of the fake certificates he uses as collateral whenever he wants to get money. It was the same when they got to his Miami house. The federal agents had hoped to find him there, and when they didn't, they got into a furious search of the entire house. They were able to leave his house with some jewelry and documents, especially some important ones that they were sure he would come to them to request for in no time. However, not too long after his house was raided, there were reports and videos of him departing the United States in his private jet. His destination caused some controversy, as he had misled many with an Instagram picture saying he was headed to China. However, after intense research, the federal agents got his travel location from the airport and figured he was headed to Dubai. Instead, the same city, he had some controversy around this time last year in a social media post, where he shared multiple pictures at the airport and in his private jet. The former world champion tried to hide his location by making false claims about him getting paid, in order to live it up when he's traveling abroad. Floyd used the caption to this post to detail how much coin was being dropped to attach his name to the excursion, which was an intentional plot to deceive fans and federal agents from getting his exact location.
Down here, look at the color up top. See you guys when I land.
Here in Beijing, China, at the Great Wall of China, considered to be one of the greatest wonders of the world, it's always been on my list of places to see throughout my travels in life. However, timing is everything. Coming here with 23 people has been a great experience, and it doesn't hurt to get paid $3 million to simply visit and vacation here in luxury for a few days with money. This long, everything is different. I move differently, I dress differently, and I live differently, because my money is extremely different while it's not. exactly clear what that amount of money is paying for overall. However, one thing is sure. After the findings from the Homeland Security agents, Floyd Mayweather is in Dubai, not China, in one of the photos he's shown carrying a giant Birkin handbag, a luxury item that can cost in the neighborhood of $80K each interview. No telling how much the rest of his outfit cost, but in the case of Money Mayweather, he constantly tries to drive home a false narrative that cash is definitely not the issue with him. Aside from the federal agents making their inquiries themselves, one of Floyd Mayweather's ex-workers who chose to be unnamed
So, y'all gotta know the difference between a hack bag.
Floyd promised those in Dubai to come stage a fight they paid him for, so he could bring boxing there and make them thrive like Saudi Arabia. But he took the money and refused to fight there, claiming it would ruin his reputation. If that was all, it would have been much better, but Floyd Mayweather had done so much in Dubai that it'll take some years to settle all his financial cases with them, which was why he made his way down there both as a means of escape and as a means of seeking a way out of the Arabian city while casinos aren't legal. This ex-employee went ahead to reveal that Floyd gambled and lost so much until he ran into debt.
It's the problem he going through. I think it may be getting real.
Wow, that's crazy, man. And you would figure his big homie Al Heyman would rectify it.
Al's a powerhouse. Al's that dude. Al should be able to rectify anything. He's a Harvard lawyer. He's smart. He got PBC.
Correct.
He raised the
He played so much till he had spent beyond his budget, but then he's Money Mayweather, and he got some more to play expecting him to pay back. But he left without fixing the payment. I know y'all think he's free. He's not. The only thing he has done is to ensure the issues remain silent. Else he's in so much trouble right now. The last time he had an issue in Dubai, the same worker was available for questioning and made some revelations about Floyd's issue over there. I haven't spoken to Floyd in a minute, but I'm still tight with his right-hand man. I knew him for 25 years. I tried to call him if he understood what was going on, but he didn't get back to me when he got back. They probably didn't want to talk about it, but he said, "Look, they got him over there." The obvious. He was there for a month, and they say it's over some money. Floyd got money, so he should hope they don't take it legal.
got all the money in the world. I think they may not want it. Some different countries be wanting different things. Think about it. How many times have, we've been involved with something and we go, nah, man, we just throw some paper at it. And I'm talking back in the days when we was doing our little 1-2s.
Correct.
And nah, they don't want to drop the case. You'd be like, I'll put the money up for the lawyer. I'll put the money up for the bail. They don't want to drop.
They say he's owing some people money for some transaction that didn't go through, and they're trying to get back their money. Out there, it's different. The rules are different from here. They could decide to take it to the courthouse or do otherwise. It could have gotten really bad for him. He then continued. He was literally kidnapped. He didn't have his passport or anything with him, but he was out in a 6-star hotel and was the usual Floyd Mayweather. He then went ahead to establish what was really wrong in the past and why he might be heading there now for a settlement.
We really don't got no paper like that saved up.
Fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through 5, 6, 7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but me and you, we real. We never count nobody's paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got 10 billion, and I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, he should be able to wire that.
I think he could do that with no problem.
Floyd made so much money, he made over $1 billion. We all know that we made so much money, but when you make so much and you spend so much, you really get no money. He's got the money, but those in Dubai may not want that. They maybe want something else, and his money isn't going to work this time. Not even when the debts are this crazy. However, he was soon released from Dubai, which must have been a sigh of relief for him, as he finally had the chance to continue his businesses and live his normal life and possibly return to the gym. However, things have even gotten worse in America. In Dubai, only himself was detained along with his private jet, which had policemen secure it to avoid any form of escape. However, in America, with his recent fraudulent cases and financial crimes, it has been said that most of his properties will soon be seized as revealed by his ex-employer.
Billy is something.
He did. He made $1 billion plus. Floyd made a lot of money. And I don't really know Floyd's business, so I'm not going to speak on Floyd's business. But Floyd's very, as we all the world knows, he's money made, very flashy. Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
Shit, he probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes. We say we make $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month.
The ex-employee confirmed this in an interview, saying, "Yeah, things have gotten more complicated lately. Mainly it's with his accounts and properties. They're trying to force the payment, and they're going to any length. Floyd is handling it well, and we hope it's resolved, but this is crazy if you ask me." Well, it appeared that the debts had been rising over the months, and this is what has now forced Floyd Mayweather into attempting to sell his properties. He is selling them to stop the federal agents from seizing them, but like the federal agents have proven so far, they are way smarter than Floyd Mayweather. Shockingly, Floyd disguised it like he wanted to diversify his investment, but Ellerby slightly contradicted that as he said, "Many of these properties have been on the market for this reason, so it's not bad if they take them. We are planning."
I don't always talk about different things that I'm doing. You know, what I'm working on right now in New York City, I know you guys, if you guys haven't seen one of my buildings, is One Summit, you know.
Yes.
You know, it's actually it's one of the tallest commercial buildings in the world. So just in New York alone, I got 9 skyscrapers.
Yeah. What's the address of that building?
I don't know that one by heart. So what I'm working on, I want you guys to know this.
Not too long ago, Floyd Mayweather put out some of his properties for sale, and no one really had an idea as to why he did that except for what he had told everyone in his post. Fans were curious, and many asked why Floyd Mayweather, a name synonymous with wealth and success, was selling his prized real estate assets with a portfolio boasting over $250 million in investments, including lavish mansions. Mayweather's decision comes as a surprise. Known for his extravagant lifestyle and smart investment choices, he claimed he was making attempts to diversify further. Interview 15. Among his assets, 9 skyscrapers stand out, with one Vanderbilt, a 93-story marvel, as a crown jewel.